Okay. Thank you for being patient. Okay. So I'm going to share through my iMovie, and I will put this on. In the project assignment, in the Elements of Art Face Mask Portrait. I'll put it in the Spark page, and I'll put it in the assignment. So today I'm going to be walking you through how to create your Elements of Art mask portrait using Sketches Pro. So first I'm going to our class course. I'm going to modules, and then I'm going to find the module that we're currently on, which is 921 through 925. The first assignment should be the Elements of Art Face Mask Portrait. You're going to click on that, and that is due Wednesday, September 30th, 9:30. In this assignment, you are going to have the Adobe Spark presentation if you need to go back and reference it. You will also have a blank face mask template. You're going to hold down on that and add to photos. Then you are going to open up Sketches Pro. You're going to choose the white artboard with the plus sign. That'll bring up a new presentation. You're going to click the three dots at the top, and you're going to choose the arrow that's pointing down. So this is going to ask you camera, photo, or files. I'm going to go to photo. Recents, I'm going to bring my face mask in. And this looks like a pretty good size. If you want to make it larger or smaller, you can. I might add a little bit of a background to mine, so I'm going to leave it about the same size. I changed it a little bit, but however it comes in, if you want to leave it that way, you can. Then you have to click the check mark at the center bottom. If you don't, your tools won't pop up. So now you're going to click your layers. Remember, they're the three pieces of paper that look like they're stacked on the top right of your screen. And I'm going to lock my face mask layer. If you have any questions during this, feel free to call out, okay? Because I can't see my comments right now. And I'm going to lock my face mask layer. That's so if I make a mistake, I'm not ruining my face mask layer. I can, if I lock that, I can put another layer on top of it. And if I mess up, I can just erase that layer or get rid of it, and I'll still have my face mask template perfectly fine. So what I did is I wrote down all of the elements of art, and then I wrote down how I might incorporate them into my portrait. So, for instance, line. I have a few options of putting lines on my mask, maybe making earrings where it looks like little like tassels are hanging down, but they'll just be lines. Shapes, I put, maybe that could be an earring, or I could put shapes on my mask. Color, obviously I'm just adding color, so that one's easy. Texture, I might use texture on my hair or in my background. Space, To use space, I think I'm going to make a background and make it look like things are getting farther away from me. Form, I wrote down maybe, cubes on my, maybe I can make myself a shirt and put cubes on it or spheres. And value, I'm going to add value. I'm going to add shading onto my project. So I only have to choose 4 of these. I'm going to show more than 4 just so you get a few examples of how you might go about adding the elements of art into your portrait. But again, for this assignment, you only have to choose 4 elements to add. Some of them might be easier than others. So let's begin.
So here I kind of sped it up. I chose a paintbrush for the skin tone. This one's good if you are adding shading later, but sometimes it's a little messier. You have to go back and clean things up. So I think maybe the marker tool, I don't know, you'd have to play around with them and see which ones you like best. So I'm cleaning up. I just want to show you one thing and we'll get through this really fast. So one thing I did was I went back and I actually unlocked my template layer. Say I unlocked it because this isn't my hairline. So if you have, if you want to put a part in your hair or you want to, you have bangs and you don't want that black line in the way, you can go back to your template, unlock it, and then just take white or how, you hold down your finger and this thing pops up. Let me show you. If you hold down, you'll see that. That's picking up the color of whatever you're on. Then on the template layer, I grabbed the pen tool, the second tool from the top, and I just went over that black line. So then I could make my part of my hair and I wouldn't see that black line. You don't have to do that. It might work without doing that, but if you need to, you can. So I just went through, I used the symmetry tool to do the eyes, and you see I do it a few times because sometimes I'm picky. So I have my eyes, I put those on a layer and I use the symmetry tool. Then I went back to my skin tone layer and I erased that. I took my eraser and I went in and I erased where the eyes are, just so I wouldn't have that skin tone. Drew my eyebrows, my eyelashes. Here I was trying to figure out what brush would be good for hair. And then I was going to make my hairline. So I liked this third one. It's like a marker brush, only because the more you go over it, it sort of gives layers and different highlights of the hair. So after playing around with that, I really like that one. I'm speeding this video up just so you don't have to see me draw for 20 minutes. Then I added shading. So that would be value. And I cleaned up my mask a little bit, and I decided for color to add color to my mask. It's a tie-dye one. So then, now I already have value, I have texture in my hair, I have a line with my eyelashes and, even the line on my nose, and I'm drawing tasseled earrings. I could have always done shapes. That would have been good too for my earrings. I was trying to incorporate all the elements. So I did I did color on my mask, and I did, oh geez, I'm going blank. So then I added, and then you don't have to make a background. I just thought it was, I thought it was easy. Hello? Did someone leave?
Yeah, they had to go to the doctor's appointment.
Oh, thank you for letting me know. So I'm sorry, I added forms to the mask along with color. And the background was just a good way to create space. Again, you might not have to do that, but you can. Just a fun thing. And it can be a made up background. It doesn't have to be something that actually exists. If you wanted to just color it blue and have clouds and then write your elements of art, that's fine too.
Miss Shelley.
Yeah.
So for the elements of art, we just have to do like a couple of the elements in our picture, and then in the background we have to write the elements. Or
Yes. So you have to do use at least 4, and then once you're finished, you write them at the top like this. So I used all of them, so mine was very tight. But if you use 4, then you should be able to write them up. You don't have to make them slanted. You can even put them in the background of your drawing, because if it's on layers, see how I took the space and it overlaps. If you wanted to take those and put them in the background and just fill the background, that's fine too. You can do that.
Okay.
So it is 10:39.